swag, drip, drip. Yeah, we coming for them ships. Swag, swag, drip, drip. Eating everybody, we don't need a bib. Swag, swag, drip, drip. Everybody tripping, slipping on my drip. Got the swag and we drip. Got the swag and we drip. Swag, serving the sauce. We yellow but wins, we ain't taking the loss. And we got attitude, niggas, you fellas. Game recognized game, you ain't looking familiar. Y'all trying to diss, but worry your wins. You lacking the swag, we came with the drip. Now it's prime time and that's worth the way I'm directing the game. And that's where they're robbing. Got me dripping in the swag. Squad is catching bodies, put them in the bed. Really ain't too much to say. We won't never be afraid. Y'all been waiting on the 10. Now we do this every day. Knowledge dripping, nothing knocking, crossing wits and get you got the swag. Swag, swag, drip, drip. Yeah, we coming for them ships. Swag, swag, drip, drip. Eating everybody, we don't need a bib. Swag, swag, drip, drip. Everybody tripping, slipping on my drip. Got the swag and we drip. Got the swag and we drip. Swag, 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 drip, drip. Yeah, we coming for them ships. Swag, swag, drip, drip. Eating everybody, we don't need a bib. Swag, swag, drip, drip. Everybody tripping, slipping on my drip. Got the swag and we drip. Got the swag and we drip. Y'all about to lose. Yeah, you and your crews. Ooh, look like you stepped to something. Don't worry, bro. That's my swag.
All right, let's do this. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, everybody? I am Winston A. Marshall, aka the Swaggy Blurred, and welcome to the stream. So good to see y'all. I am so tired. Sweet black baby Jesus, I'm tired, man. And it's funny because I just came back from vacation, but vacation immediately went to getting back to work on the feature. We're going to talk about all that. We're going to hang. I want to say what's up to everybody. I see Matt Thomas in here already talking shit. What up, brother? Abernathy Raw saying what's up. Good to see you. Surge Sauce. Pleasure to have all y'all here, man. Really good to see everybody in the building. Let's see. I'm gonna be here for a few hours. We're gonna play some Marvel Rivals. I'll tell you about the film. I'll tell you about my vacation. I'll tell you about some exciting news going on as well. Yeah, all of that good stuff, man. For those that are new here, please don't feel obligated. But whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, all super chats, tips, subs, those are highly appreciated. You know, never required, but highly appreciated. I have more work on my car to be done, so we're trying to hit that goal down there. I need to actually manually update this because someone did send a pretty big super chat the other day. It doesn't record super chat, so give me a second. Let me update that goal for you guys. But yeah, on top, but there's a lot popping off. So again, I am just happy to be back here with y'all. And some exciting news in that I will be this week. You will more or less see me each day here. So let's see. Obviously, I'm here now. I've got Spill the Tequila tomorrow, but I'll have time tomorrow. Wednesday, I will have time as well. I have the day off. Then Thursday will be a little tricky. I should have some time to do that. What I will probably do Thursday is that will be a pre-recorded video on my YouTube. So for those watching on YouTube, do that. And then Friday, I will be on Capes and Cowls Same kind of thing where I'm supposed to go to, I'm a Spark season ticket holder, so I got to go to the game that night. I might do a late night stream on Friday, but you will have something from me every day this week on this channel, as well as the other places that you see me. So thank you so much for rolling through, showing the support. But yeah, let me know what's good with you, what's going on. We have a lot to talk about, man, and we're going to do it while we play some games and all that good jazz, man. So yeah, let me see where to start. Let me think about this, because the other thing I know Matt is in here. We need to schedule when we're gonna do the next. I think we have 2 Twilight movies left. So let's see. I can probably. All right, most likely, I think this coming Sunday, the 25th. Again, Spark season ticket holder, the Sky are coming into town, so I will be there until at least 5:30. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll do like a nighttime watching of the next Twilight film. So we'll definitely do that. But yeah, man, it has been a fucking roller coaster of a few weeks. It's been really. The worst one is next. Oh God, Matt, is it that bad? Yes, we do need to do a Did He or Didn't He. The trial has been going. I have been trying to keep track of it, but I need to kind of bring stuff collectively together so I can, talk about it with you guys. I don't want to just talk out of my ass off of a few things that I've heard. All right, hold on. Let me check this real quick. I need my brain capacity to just read and make sure I'm not about to miss out on shit. And then I can focus up. Let's see what's left. Okay, acquire more X. Go. Okay, so it's all of this stuff. Great. So let's do some healing. All right, we'll start off with some go straight competitive. That's fine. Do some Invisible Woman. But yeah, so bro, I feel you. I just got hit with 2 unexpected grand. Oh my God! Didn't you just get a new car and you got a $2,000 bill, dude? I'm so sorry. Jesus Christ, Matt. Just seeing that, man, that's fucking crazy. But yeah. So let's see. Let's start. Let's go. Let's kind of go in order. We'll talk about all the stuff. Oh, I said I would heal.
I'm not the type who fades into the background.
Oh well, if you already got, I'm gonna stick with it. It was a hand. Oh, I feel you. Damn, man, that sucks. But yeah, so starting off, I mean, first we just went on this past week while I was like gone, even from Spill the Tequila and everything. My lady and I had our anniversaries in August, but this past August. Oh, what up, Krug? Welcome. Yeah, Sue is probably. I would argue Sue's probably my main. It's really Sue and Magneto for me, and Iron Man. I'm like, I know a lot of people give Iron Man shit. I'm actually pretty damn good with fucking Iron Man. The way feels very much like the bombardment air support. I know that Johnny gets way more love after the buff and everything, but I am just way more partial to Iron Man. Apparently, I was lucky my front wheels didn't fall. Jesus Christ, Matt. Good Lord. Yeah, it sounds like you were, bro. Oh, I didn't finish doing the thing. That's my poor ADHD just flying all over the place. Which, by the way, for anybody watching on Twitch, obviously you have your for those that don't do it a lot, you have your Prime subs and all that stuff. That's that's how you can. Ah, God damn it! I clearly haven't played in a week. Ah! Need to focus on healing, and I'm out here trying to assassinate a Moon Knight. Oh my! Okay, that was trash. That was absolute dog doo-doo, but that's okay. We need to get it back. So yeah, our anniversary's in August. We were dog sitting my sister's dog as she was moving into a new house, and then my sister got sick. So we went from only meaning to watch Lil Yoshi for about, I don't know, 8 weeks to watching her for 6 months. And then after that, it was a matter of moving, which was its own thing. So we just didn't get to celebrate our anniversary at all. And so, damn it. Yeah, I am rusty. Come here. So that, nice. There we go. Who else needs it? Who needs it? Who needs it? Oh, they also have an invisible woman, I see. Woo! Let's get out of here.
Clearly, you needed some help.
I got my booty cheeks clapped. So we went on our little anniversary. Sorry, I got really high focused for a second. We went. She found this thing. If I'm not sponsored by it, but check this out, man. If you haven't, check out the site Travel Zoo. It essentially is almost like you pay for the membership. It's like $40 for the year, but they provide all sorts of travel deals that include airfare, accommodations, all that shit, for very insane prices. Like when I tell you that, like, we got a 4-day all-inclusive kind of hookup for, I want to say it was roughly about like $750 after taxes and fees and all that. And that included airfare to Puerto Vallarta, an all-inclusive at this adults-only resort, as well as oh, bitch, get away from me! I don't know you. I don't know you. That's my purse. But an all-inclusive, it was amazing. So that included food, alcohol, obviously. God knows how many pools were right off the beach. There was a rooftop pool. That was amazing. Really got a chance to reconnect. Just because, again, with all the stuff we've been going through since my leg break in 2023, man, like we haven't had a chance to go on a trip together, man. So that was super fun. And so beyond that, we were there Monday of last week until Thursday. Had a really good time. Highly recommend people do that shit. But yeah, I really enjoyed myself, and she surprised me, man. Like I kind of, obviously with the car stuff and everything, I haven't really been balling out right now. So she was just like, hey, I want to treat you. So, you know, it was really cool to do that. And got to have time with my baby. Other than that, the once we got back, before I left, I had started this movie. I can't really discuss the name, but I can tell you that it is a horror film. And as soon as we got back this past Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I had overnights. And for those that, it's exactly what it sounds like. Like I had to be on set. Fuck me. Oh man. I had to do overnight shoots, meaning that like I would be called at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock and we'd be going till like 6 something in the morning. And last night specifically was all stunts. And for those that don't know, I'm getting older. And so my body was stiff as fuck, just being like, okay, cool, now you need to throw your body across the street. Like, we need you to just like launch yourself and get it on camera. And if we didn't get it, they're like, you were out of frame for that, do it again. We didn't, the timing was off, do it again. I was running up and down the street, all sorts of shit, man, like I'm fucking Tom Cruise. And so the shit was absolutely crazy. So the other part of it that was like obviously excited to be there and to do it, overnights, be damn whatever, is just the fact that like, because I just came from vacation, Puerto Vallarta is an hour ahead. So my body had started to shift then, and now I'm doing these overnights. That's why I was gonna stream earlier today. I was too fucking tired, man. Like I slept until probably about 90-ish minutes ago, maybe 2 hours ago, just because I got home at 6 a.m. last night. So great fucking time. The cool thing is, man, like a lot of you, again, have followed me for a while. You know that, like, acting is, like, my main kind of shtick. But, like, ever since the strikes, things haven't been nearly as busy. I did the... Oh, you hoe. You hoe. Get off my ass. Oh, my God. There we go. Thank you for protecting me. But other than the movie last year, like I didn't have a whole lot of stuff going on, and a lot of actor friends that you know, like if somebody is at that status of like kind of being a movie star or things like that. Wasted. Little bitch. Kill his ass.
I have a shield, but no complaints.
Oh, damn it. Oh my God. Out of here for a minute. God damn. Did you watch Last of Us? I haven't seen it yet. Fuck, I haven't watched Last of Us yet. I need to get to that. But essentially what I was saying about the industry right now, and I understand that all industries, you know, both before the tariff bullshit, but especially now, have been kind of struggle busting. You're seeing long... Oh, great. Like, long time industries that have always been traditionally safe are all struggling right now. And people being worried about their jobs and everything else, man. Like, it's... Oh, this bitch. But it's been slow. I haven't been getting the amount of auditions that I normally get. Neither have not a lot of friends, stuff like that. And it's just something that everybody's trying to adjust to. So this was really cool where the reason I got this wasn't like a standard, hey, they put out a casting call, whatever. It was a scenario where a friend of mine was already on the film, and the person playing the role I ended up playing had some pretty major scheduling conflicts. I can't remember if it was health related or what, but they just couldn't do it. And so my friend was like, hey, you know, based on the description of the guy, I got a buddy who's a good actor. Like, they sent my reel and like my IMDb and stuff, and they were like, oh shit, like, yeah, he'd actually be perfect. And so they pretty much just offered me the role, and the rest is history, man. Like, I had such a great time and did such a good job. The director has already kind of told me he's got a couple other projects that he's planning on doing very soon, and told me that he would love for me to be a part of it. So I am really hoping to bank that off of a really great working relationship, and could potentially see a decent amount more work from it. That would be really dope. And again, especially considering that we are in very scarce times in the industry. I know it doesn't seem like it because movies are still coming out daily, but I can just tell you, like, there's not as many TV shows, there's not as many movies and stuff like that. Like, there's enough to still fill the theaters, but it's just not moving at the rate that it was at all. And that has an effect. That very much has an effect. So yeah, sorry. I can't. When we get into dire situations, sometimes I need a second to get my shit together. Ooh. Kill her ass. There we go. Kill her. Kill her. God damn it. So yeah, man. That is the movie. So yeah, then yeah, the kind of next steps here. Did we lose? Oh, we won. Thank God. So the next steps here, they still have about, I want to say, a week to 2 weeks worth of shooting. My character is just wrapped, so they're gonna still be doing that. I was working on another project. I advertised it on Blurred Breakdown a while ago. My friend Cheyenne, she has written this incredible series called The Comic Shop, which is about a black-owned comic shop and kind of like a workplace mockumentary. So that was really fun. I shot that right before I start the feature. So it's all been good, man. And then the last big thing I kind of announced a little bit, but we weren't there quite yet. When I was in Mexico, without getting into any details, like my lady and I had just kind of been talking, and we wanted to look at potentially an engagement soon, but there were things we needed to sort out first, and the other fun stuff was just the fact that she is fully ready and all that. So the fun thing that I get to do over the next, probably be a few months. I don't want to speak too loud because she's in the other room, but planning the engagement and all that stuff. I have a really awesome plan for it, and I'm excited to do all that. So yeah, so a lot of really cool stuff to look forward to. The other thing that I really have to do is get used to. Oh wow, you too, bitch! Come on. I need to. I'm looking into like other work right now because obviously I want to do as much acting stuff as possible, and that's the aim. We got to hold down the day job right now. And the current day job just doesn't pay nearly enough, like at all. Oh shit. God damn it. Yeah, I deserve to die on that one. I handled that completely poorly.
I am ready to put on a show.
Completely poorly. Jesus Christ. So yeah, so I've been looking into some stuff, doing a little bit more like production stuff. Got to do a little update on that. Progressive is apparently about to add a ton of remote positions. Progressive is in like Progressive Insurance?
Vortex field. Clear the way. And this is my dream. Oh, help, please.
Are you talking about Progressive Insurance? That's random. Okay. It's also random because funnily enough, I just had an audition for a Progressive commercial. So who knows? Maybe that's a little bit of a sign one way or the other. I hope I booked that commercial because Progressive be dropping them commercials like a motherfucker. They got bank, bro. But yeah, so that's all of that. So as far as like the stuff coming up, man, there was something I've wanted to do with my YouTube for a while, and I was doing them for a little bit before. It was this thing called a thread, and the idea was to cover like random like a video essay type thing, and I could cover anything from like music, pop culture, whatever, but just like my kind of musings, and it'll be funny. Like there'll be like jokes and humor in the writing and blah blah blah, and these will be pre-recorded. My aim is to do one of them every Thursday, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start off with 2 a month, and then if I can get it a clip where I can do that, I will. But yeah, get out of here. Nobody likes you. Whoa. Oh my God. I forgot that cannot counter that. That was stupid. Here, Kirby. A YouTube question, sir. Without giving up any information, how does getting paid from YouTube work? If one of your videos gets 200,000 roughly, how much would you make from that? That's a great question. So it's all kind of based on like engagement and stuff like that. As far as like how much. Oh my God, not another one of those. Ah, shit. Yeah, we're gonna lose. So like I don't necessarily get too much from my ad revenue because my videos don't go crazy big. Like the biggest one I had was like I want to say it was the trailer reaction to Superman, like the very first one, the teaser trailer. Fuck. Yeah, we lost. And so because of that, but Warner Brothers is really strict about like whenever shit pops off. So I disputed it, but who knows if the dispute went if they go on for too long. I mean, it can just kind of fuck you. So the best bet, obviously, if you get a bunch of videos, like I don't know the exact number one way or the other. You get a bunch of videos that are kind of going off at that clip. That's super helpful. But otherwise, that's where the super thanks and the super chats and the memberships are just so helpful as far as that goes. So, you know, I'm still trying to put stuff out on the regular. That's why I was always asked for people to share it and things like that. Let's see. Did they back off? I thought I already did a dispute. An appeal. Did I not? I definitely thought I appealed that. Let me see something. Because I probably got an email about this shit and I just wasn't paying attention. No, the dispute was... Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, I probably need to do an appeal on that. That's fine. I will do that later. Don't need to do that right now. We are live. But yeah, man. The easiest question is it depends. Like let me take a look. Let me look at one of my videos that I know. Let me see what it did money wise. So that one. I need to go to analytics, I think is what it is. Yep. And then we'll go. Okay, so see more. So let's see. So like for example, like it can be peanuts type stuff. Like I had only about 700 views on my Thunderbolts Out of the Theater reaction. It was like $2. You know what I'm saying? For right around 1,000 views, which isn't bad. But then like I had but that's an older video. That's probably why. I'm trying to think. Maybe there's got to be one based off of like all time type stuff because I think this is just yeah. So let me look at my lifetime on shit. That's part of why the main thing is just consistency. That's the main thing. So let's see. Those are super chats. Okay, so these are all. Did I do this one live? This looks like it was. Okay, so nope, that was also live. All of these are live. Damn. Okay, so like I had one video that was just like a straight clip out of the show that I do, the blurred breakdown with the Acolyte, and it had about 1,000 views and it made like $5. Like it just depends. It depends on the impressions. It depends on if people are staying through the ads, etc., etc. You know what I mean? That is kind of where you end up with stuff like that. So that's part of why my main thing on top of that is I'm continuing to build the audience out. I try and really focus on doing more lives so I can interact with you for the super chat reasons, stuff like that, and kind of drum up more business. So it just depends on how all that goes. Sorry, that was a very long-winded answer to your question. So, but yeah. What else though? Okay, we got to talk a little bit of NBA playoffs real quick because it's kind of wild to me. I mean, I think the first thing that's kind of blowing my mind and pissing me off just a little bit is the fact that, like, oh wow, you guys just jumped to it really quick. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm not the type who fades quietly into the background.
So as far as the NBA playoffs go, I think we're now to the conference finals for both. The OKC finished off Denver, and the Knicks have returned to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since I think 2000 or some shit like that. 99. It's been like 25 years. So we've got in the Western Conference Finals the 1-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder versus the 6-seeded Timberwolves. And to be honest with you, I don't necessarily, like, I know Ant-Man has been playing out of his mind, but I don't necessarily feel like the Timberwolves are properly equipped to handle the Thunder. And I say that because you played against two weak teams. The Lakers are not ready. After that big trade, they're just not the depth and the support that they need is just not ready. And then as far as the Warriors, Steph got hurt, like already an aging team as is, but like Steph got hurt and shit. Like there's a lot going on there. That you're not playing against a real threat like what you were about to see in the Thunder, you know? And so I think that that's something that has to be taken into consideration when it comes to this matchup, because the Thunder are young and they're fast. Shea has taken that next level, man. I honestly feel like it really could have been either way. With the MVP voting, I don't think it's finished yet. Like I said, I've been a little out of it, so I haven't been paying attention. I'm pretty sure that it has not been announced. I normally do that like right around the end of the conference finals, if I remember. Oh, you guys got people over here? Nah, you're not about to take over the. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Thought, Groot. You thought, bitch. I just don't think they've seen a real threat yet, and that matters, because now that you're dealing with some real shit, like, what are you gonna do? Now, Ant-Man, this would be the time if he wants to go off. This would be it to like make his name known, man. You know, like it's already known, but to like be in a different conversation about. God damn, fucking Jeff. About like his superstardom. You know what I'm saying? The next step is getting to a finals, things like that. And if he could lead the team through the Thunder like that, that'd be huge. Now on the other side, as far as I see someone asking, what do you do with Boston? I mean, if I'm Boston, you've got uh-oh, who's dying? Who's dying? That looks like Magic. I got you. Oh, it's Hawkeye.
Much better.
Who knows? Like, did it officially? I know it looked like an Achilles tear. Did they officially declare it an Achilles tear on Tatum? Because if they did, then the question is, okay, well, how do you return? And if he returns like he was, which is possible, like the surgeries are getting better since, you know, since Kobe did it and all that kind of stuff, and even KD, then you're gonna be fine. But it's just those typically take time. And so for Tatum, he's probably out all next year, if
We
we're being
didn't ask
honest.
to be heroes, but we always answer the call.
And so it just becomes a question of, do you think that Jaylen Brown can lead the team himself and hold it down, and they can still make noise? Because they're still in enough of a position where this team can compete, obviously, for a title. Like, I mean, they were the number 2 seed going into this, which, Matt, if you're still here, what the fuck happened to the Cavaliers, bro? Like, real talk. What the fuck?
And yet, somehow, when I enter a room, all eyes are on me.
So it just depends. It truly, truly depends. And it's like, I hate the Celtics, and, you know, Tatum has been kind of questioned. He's had a question mark in my head as far as, like,
All you need to do is capture
his kind of aura stealing that really got clowned at the end of the finals last year, where it was like he was doing the Kevin Garnett, he was doing the Kobe picture, he was doing all the stuff. They're just kind of like, bruh, come on. But he's a good person, and you don't want to see a good person have an injury at all, but especially one that violent and that aggressive. That's the type of injury that can literally end your career. And so that's part of where I just feel so bad for him, because again, nobody wants to see that. Tried it, Jeff. You tried it. Yetch. So it'll be interesting to see what the Celtics do going forward. If they do try and hold on, if they try and blow it up, like what is it that they ultimately decide is the right decision here? If I'm then, I think Tatum signed a max recently, if I remember correctly. I don't think you give up on him, but you have to find a way to offset what just happened, and that's going to be tricky if we're being real. And then what? The Pacers. I mean, look, the Pacers look good, look very good, but I'm off any sort of bandwagon supporting them after what happened at the end. Like, I know it happened weeks ago, but like, that's all it takes. If for a team that I'm not invested in like that, after seeing how they acted after eliminating Giannis and the Bucks, his dad, I mean, not the team, that was enough for me to be like, nope, I don't like it. And that throw it in with the fact that it clearly Indiana fans are just trash. Like, we're going to talk about Caitlyn and Angel Reese in a minute, and there's a lot under there as is, but just knowing that, like, it's not every single fan, but why does so much drama seem to be coming out of Indiana is my question. That is the whole thing. I'm not going to throw the entirety of the fan base out there, but they remind me at this point very much like Boston sports fans, which is saying something. That is, again, not everybody. Like, I love, like, Roxy's my girl. Roxy is not one of those people that is absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So, but there is a stereotype for a reason about Boston sports and Boston sports fans. That is where we're starting to get with Indiana fans now, between the Caitlin Clark drama and everything else. And I don't know, that sucks. Y'all have been relevant for forever. Why can't we just appreciate it? Oh, Matt, I keep forgetting to keep both the Twitch and YouTube chat open. I didn't know you were over here just like, injuries, bitch. Let me take a look at what you're saying. You said a lot. Holy shit. First, he says, injuries are the story of this year's playoffs, which is true. And I did appreciate Aaron Gordon, who was saying, hey, we don't necessarily need 82 games. Like, I'm sure, or can we at least space out so it's not every other game for the playoffs? I think that that's a really strong talking point and something we need to consider, because that would make this stuff more compelling. I want to see the best stars playing all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the playoffs, that's what we want. You want to see the superstars going at it. So there's something to be said there. Can't believe you actually want the Pacers to win it all. And then the Wolves. That's the list of the teams I'm okay winning. So you have a problem with the Knicks winning? What is wrong with you, man? The Knicks ain't won nothing since the fucking 70s. Like, how many times did Patrick Ewing's ass take them to the Eastern Conference Finals and couldn't finish, bro? Just, like, let them have this. Said, as a Cleveland Cavalier, the Knicks are why the Guardians struggle with payroll, so fuck the Knicks. OKC doesn't deserve a title. The other two I'm fine with. And when I say OKC, I mean the city. That I agree with. Oklahoma City, I just, it doesn't help that every time, like I still feel bad for Seattle that they lost their team to Oklahoma City. And it's weird to see, like, it's weird to see when you look at, like, this happens in a lot of arenas, but when you look at it, it is just full, rich, white, like, fan base versus, you know, more working class and stuff. Like, you would think it'd be working class in Oklahoma City, but more working class in, like, Seattle that would be at those games and shit like that. So, like, yeah, I just have never been a big Thunder fan just from it being in Oklahoma City. But anyways, I do like Shea. So if he pulls it off, that would be super interesting to see what happens there. What else did you say though? They're about. He says that Boston's about to get blown up. Yes, he is out all next year. They already announced he's out for next season. Seems like they don't want to take any chances. I agree, they shouldn't. That's why I said this playoffs was done for injuries, as though were the ones from the last 2 to 4 years. Getting damn close. Something Buddies and I are saying about conserving players is going to be 10-minute quarters like the W. Yeah, that is certainly a possibility. I could see that as an option. I genuinely wonder if that's the route they go. Shouldn't have jumped out there like that, Emma. Our Emma had backup. Oh, there's a storm. Oh, I see. Bitch, come here. There we go. I'm trying to go around the side. No, ma'am. What you're not about to do is fuck with me.
Not sure help anyone willing to help.
Damn it. Son of a bitch. Sorry, got a little distracted. Okay, we were talking about the NBA. It'll be interesting. I'm predicting right now. I honestly think it's probably going to be Knicks. I think it's going to be Knicks OKC, if I'm being real. Literally the exact opposite of what you want, Matt, but I just think that that's what's going to end up happening. But we will see what happens. We will see. But in other basketball news, we obviously have to talk about the W and how the bullshit is back again. We are only one weekend into the season and already the same boring-ass conversations about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark is here, and like not even in like a fun, hey, look at this rivalry kind of way, in like a legitimate. Oh shit. Oh my god. There is so much happening at once.
What am I? Invisible?
Everybody died? Shit. Jesus. Don't make me do this alone. Get out of here. Get out of here. My God. All right, so if you haven't seen it, now that I can kind of focus for a minute. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I'm not going to let you kill them. Get out of here. The Sky played the Fever. Matt was there. No, Matt, it was bullshit in that the conversation that has come out of it. I'm not talking about the play. The play itself, for those that haven't seen it, Skyward playing the Fever, late third quarter. Ball goes up. Angel Reese pushes Aaliyah Boston in the back to get a rebound. The rebound itself, she goes up. She's about to get an easy layup, and Caitlyn is close by. First flags for the refs, being like, "You're not going to call a foul on her. That's crazy." Uh-oh. No, thank you. Not again. Not again. Ah, shit. Fucking storm. So Caitlyn goes and gives a very hard foul. What looks like originally her going for the ball and kind of ends with her shoving Angel to the ground pretty hard. I don't think that there's necessarily anything about it. It was upgraded to a flagrant 1, as it should have been. And that was it. I don't think there was anything in it where it was like she was trying to start a fight. I don't think there was anything in it. The only thing that Caitlyn did that I really was like annoyed by is for her to actually be like, "What? Oh my god, why you call a flagrant 1 on me? That's not fucking fair." Bitch, I was clearly flagrant 1. Come on. Come on. That was 1,000% a flagrant 1. After it was over, Caitlyn, was just like, "Hey, it's a basketball play. It is what it is. It happens." Angel says the same thing. It was a basketball play. It happens. Let's move on. And that should have been the end of it. But because of what this rivalry is, because of what this is, it got way more in the press. It got way more shit in the press. It got way more attention than it really needed to. And then we got all sorts of hot takes from all sorts of people. And we're right back to where we were last year, where you have people that have no need to be hating on Angel Reese, saying the most racist, egregious shit, even if you don't like her one way or the other. They're not talking about her in that regard. They're talking about her in very racist terms, is the stuff that comes out. And in that regard, you also have people making all sorts of absurd comments about Caitlin Clark as well. And so the ultimate thing is we're really kind of putting a lot of our own bullshit on this. Now, mind you, there are elements in which both of these young ladies have added fuel to the fire. Angel, which I respect, has always kind of spoken her mind, but it feels like because of that a lot of the time, she is kind of drumming up more nonsense. Now, that doesn't mean that she deserves any of the racist shit she's been dealing with. That is bullshit. But as far as people maybe not liking her as much, that is still a fair assessment just based off of how she talks and presents and all that kind of stuff. That is, again, does not condone or warrant any of the racism and bigotry and death threats and shit. None of that is necessary. But if you wanted to be like, "Hey yo, like she reminds me of Draymond. Like I don't love Draymond because of this kind of attitude that goes on and blah blah blah." If you want to say that, I can't fault you for that. But that's about where the buck stops. People aren't talking about her in just those terms, and that's part of the problem. On the flip side with Caitlyn, my issue with Caitlyn is that I know you cannot address it every single time, but a lot of people keep using her name to get away with bigotry and shit like that. And so she doesn't owe Angel anything, but what it would mean for her to legitimately get on an IG post and be like, "Hey, oh god damn it," to get on an IG post and be like, "Hey yo, let's leave Angel alone. All right, let's focus on basketball. Like all this bullshit, get out of here. You don't need to be talking about her like that. All right, let's have some respect." Like if you do something like that, man, the amount of stuff that it would potentially, I wouldn't say alleviate, but it would have an effect. And it would also say something about Caitlyn because, again, people are doing this in her name. That is kind of where people are getting pissy with her, is that and again, it was a hard foul. Basketball play, sure, but it was a hard foul. You want to act, "What? No, it's nothing." That's the shit that I get a little annoyed with her about. It's her trying to act like this innocent angel. You're not, dude. Like, you're a very, very good player. But because of that, you do the same thing that other players do, and sometimes you make hard plays and shit. You're not, like, stop trying to pretend like you, oh, God damn it, man, where is the protection? Stop trying to act like you're not a part of all of this. You are. And I need her to acknowledge that. So those are the two things. I think both of these women are being unfairly treated and talked like down to and upon and all that kind of stuff. But I also think they are slightly a part of some of the stuff that's going on here. And there are things that can be done to improve. I will shoot you in the face, Storm. You don't want these problems. Oh my God. I don't want these problems. Don't, and Matt, miss me with that. Don't even put a single thing to your lips to say RG3 was right about a goddamn thing, because here's the problem, and it was called out multiple times, and this is why black people are not fucking with RG3 anymore off of his shit. Any of the stuff he may have potentially meant just about Angel in general, about, like, again, she has said before, fine, you guys want to make me the villain, I'll be the villain. She didn't do that because she intentionally wanted to be antagonistic. It was that once she was kind of assigned a role, she said, fine, then I will accept the role that you're kind of giving me and shit like that, right? RG3, knowing who he is, what is being talked about throughout this entire thing, pretty much used his platform to further stir up the shitstorm. You used yourself to become almost like a Jason Whitlock mouthpiece for racists that wanted to shit on Angel in the first place. And so one of the things that that Ryan Clark said that I fully agree with is that you need to be aware of what your words mean and what they will do. He essentially hit the hornet's nest, man, and made that so much worse it made it so much worse because of that. Now, Abernathy, I see you're saying it would be a great olive branch for Clark to do that, but it would have zero effect on calming the racists. They will use anything to play their game. I hear you on that. However, what that would do, if she did something like that, any of the people that like keep being like, man, fuck Caitlyn, because they feel like there's this like level of disrespect to these black women and these queer women in the league that kind of done all that, by her speaking out, it is a sign to all those people that won't support her one way or the other because of the fan she totes along, that would ultimately get them to be like, okay, maybe she's not so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the same breath, I would also say that, like, it wouldn't hurt to have Angel also, like, I love that she just shut it down, like, I'm not taking questions on it. It wouldn't hurt for her to also be like, hey, leave Caitlyn alone. If both of them came out in a statement, whether they like each other or not, and they were just like, leave the other alone. Now, part of it, I will be honest with you, I think they're letting drum up just a little bit, because there is this Larry Bird, Michael, I mean, technically Michael, but Magic Johnson, not Michael, anyway, the Magic Bird of it all, and having that same kind of rivalry. I think the only difference here with this is there is something very different about like a white boy kind of in that space versus like a white woman, and then the misogynoir that goes towards black women, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So like there are layers to this. So that is where RG3 is getting called a coon and doesn't get it, is he is not, yes, I know his name is Irving. I literally just had a brain fart for a second. I almost called him Michael Johnson, but that was the track star. My brain just stopped for a second. Oh, God damn it. All right. What are we doing?
Round one, go!
I never wanted to be Iron Man.
Okay.
If I'm not joking about something, I'm not taking it seriously.
But yeah, so those are some of my thoughts on it. I really, what pisses me off is I've been a W fan for a while, for like years. We were going to games for like the last, call it like 5 years, maybe something like that. And I had watched a little bit in college and stuff. So I really love the league, and I hate that we're ending up in this scenario where like we're not talking about the basketball, we're just talking about the fucking drama. And again, drama that the ladies are not calling for. You know what I'm saying? Like it is us putting our shit on them, and that sucks hard.
Rebuild the space-time continuum and defeat 2 Dr. Doom?
Oh, there he is.
That put a spring in my step.
Sorry. To it. Of course. There it is. So yeah, let's see what people are kind of saying. The drama sells. I get it, but we're clearly in a way like there was a poll that went out amongst W players where they essentially were like, it would have honestly been better if you had maybe half as half as much attention to the league than what they got out of Caitlyn, to not have all this hate be tied to it, because the league was growing. Didn't grow as exponentially as it did last year. But the truth of the matter is, and this is the other thing that I keep saying, it's only like, it's not like what Caitlyn is doing has brought a bunch of genuine fans that all of a sudden they're like really in it. A lot of what's been going on is they just watch Caitlyn's games. They talk shit about all these other players because, you know, they're trying to hurt her, they hate her so much. And I won't sit here and pretend like there weren't some haters and some jealousy that was going on last year, but it was also just tied to the fact that her fan base brought in a bunch of ill will motherfuckers. Whether they were actual Caitlyn fans or not, they were claiming to be. They were doing this in her name type shit and trying to, you know, protect her. This poor little lily white girl's getting beat up by these mean black bitches. Like, that's the shit that people were talking about the whole of last season. So if this is what we're about to do again, like, it is supposed to be a sport that we want to respect all the women playing the fucking game, but it's also supposed to be like a point at which, a pride of which we're showing little girls like that they can go be professional athletes, they can be stars, they can be at the center of shit, and they're watching the ugliness of everyone instead of what should be this incredible time to encourage young ladies to go be those fucking superstar athletes. That fucking sucks, man. I hate that. We have fully lost the fucking plot, and it shows. Almost got her.
Combat capabilities enhanced.
I need assistance. Separated halfway. Stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
God damn it. All right, I got to switch. I don't want to switch, but I have to switch. We have the two healers. Who can I switch to?
There's still a chance to stop them.
All right, let's go.
Every fight I say to myself,
All right, let's see what you're
I'll
saying.
go down swinging.
One is causing teams to move their games to NBA arenas due to ticket demands. Okay, but that's not, like, you're missing the fucking point of what I'm talking about. I'm not even at a place where I'm trying to, God damn it. I'm trying to do two things at once. Fucking Travis Kelce in this hoe. Fine.
I am not the man stop that vehicle.
Yes, that is certainly true. But hey, look at the WNBA finals last year. Pulling the same numbers, watching the finals, watching two of the best teams, period, play, as did the series of the Aces and the Liberty. So that's the first thing. The second thing, just as far as all this goes, is the idea that, again, if this was truly bringing fans to the game, we're having a different conversation, but it's that they're not converting that way. They are only interested in Caitlyn. And so that's part of where a lot of people are just like, I don't necessarily, what, where, ugh, God damn it, should have killed her. All right, let me see what else you're saying. You can argue Angel is calling for it, though. She keeps acting like no one is giving her flowers and that she isn't the same level of stardom as Clark. I would argue with that from last season. She has yet to say any of that this year. She's pretty much, after playing in Unrivaled, she's been pretty quiet on that front. You're exactly right about last season, but show me a press conference where in the preseason or anything that is the type of shit she was saying. And I will back off. But that is not what has been going on, and you know it. I need to read the rest of what you're saying, but that is a quick thing to refute. Let's see what else. Too many are making her the Great White Hope. Yes, exactly, Ebony. They're making her the Great White Hope instead of actually giving a shit about women's basketball. To be honest with you, it's the same feelings that I have about this whole trans athletes argument that has plagued the political cycle now for however long. It's all performative. None of the people that are talking like this actually give a shit about women's sports, is the first thing. Because if that was the case, there are way more important things like proper pay for female athletes that need to be addressed first, when you consider that there are it's less than I want to say it's 1% or some shit like that. There were 10 trans athletes in the NCAA last year. You're acting like it was a whole, there's hundreds in here and they're just out here just unfair advantage and blah, blah, blah. If you want a really good breakdown of it, one of the people that I see that does an incredible job of keeping things very fair and unbiased with their reporting and makes you laugh while you do it is John Oliver. Go watch Last Week Tonight and watch John Oliver talk about women's sports and trans athletes. He does an incredible breakdown on it, and it really expresses where my mind is at. I am not saying that if you are seeing a situation, I'm no expert on that. If you're seeing a situation where there's truly an unfair advantage and all this shit is happening, fine. But it's the same thing even with the bathrooms. People out here acting like every single trans woman out here is just attacking women in the bathrooms. It is not happening. And there was a really funny joke that I saw about Dice got Spider-Man. The really funny joke I saw about the trans bathroom thing being a rapist being oh man, the women's bathroom sign, my one weakness. I can't go in there now. It's not oh, I needed to, dress up like a woman before I would go in there and hurt somebody. It's just, again, people talking out their ass about shit just cause, making culture wars out of everything. And it's just not fucking necessary. And in the end, because most of this is centered around women, it's the women that are truly suffering. I've heard more reports of women, women that were born women, being asked or being accosted by security guards, being you look too mannish, prove that you're a woman and shit like that. I've seen that in the fucking news and shit. More than I've seen anything else that. So that's all I'm saying. Is this weird type situation where they are imprinting anti-DEI, anti-whatever the fuck else on Angel and Caitlyn. Again, being that Great White Hope type shit, and it's fucking gross, and it's fucking disgusting, and it's ruining an incredible fucking sport. What else did you say, Matt? I'll agree with you that there are those who are doing that, no denying it. And I'll say this, I text my dad about how loud it was in the arena when they were booing Angel, and I knew at that moment that this isn't all because of her not liking Caitlyn. You'll see I'm not. If you keep reading, I'm saying that based on last season, we have a full season ahead of us, so we know. States making trans laws and have maybe one or two athletes in the entire state. That's exactly what I'm saying. That it doesn't make sense. We're putting too much energy on something that doesn't require that much fucking energy. And they only focus on trans women. What about trans men that that look like they're being forced into women's spaces? Yep. It's a good point. I mean, there isn't anything that's being said about all of that. So, but what else is everybody else saying? Sorry. Let me go over back to YouTube and look at the comments. Putting a team around Angel as soon as they match. I think so, but the Fever are loaded, and I don't think that this guy are even remotely ready to take them on this year. It's not going to happen. Let's see. Chris Cochran. I don't follow the WNBA, but I saw they invited Dave Portnoy, a.k.a. the Barstool Sports Suit. Apparently, he was heckling Angel Reese in the front row. Yep, because he is a trash human being, but we knew that. Joseph Ashley. Caitlyn, not her fault. Seemed they have a racist cloud with her. Make me not a fan, like trying. Yeah, I mean, same thing. It's the same way that I don't dislike Jason Tatum, but just by the nature of being in Boston, I don't like Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? It is not because Jason is a bad person. It's because the Boston sports fans tend to be the absolute fucking worst. Again, Roxy, if you're watching, I'm not talking about you. I love you dearly. You're literally one of the Boston sports fans that I enjoy talking sports with. I hated having to be in the finals against you last year. That really was stressful for me. And we had to like have a pre-friendship talk of like whatever happens, we're still homies. And getting whooped like that 4-1 didn't help. I wish it had been closer. Then I don't think I would have been as hurt. But yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Something doesn't feel right
I wonder where you going, daughter. Get these hands. Daddy got a belt to whoop your ass with magnetically. Ugh.
Us against the world.
Oh, shit. We got an Emma? Have we always had an Emma? Did I fuck up and I could have been doing this the whole time? Oh, thank God. Get him. We'll get back to the conversation. This is just really intense right now. Sorry I went like full mute on y'all. Ugh. You cannot harm me in my Jamaican colors. Oh, I'm not for it. Can't really discuss the games with anyone without the drama coming up. I'm just aware of the game in the... Yep, totally get it. When you do your blur breakdown, you got to talk about the Dallas basketball team getting the #1 pick, so Nico doesn't deserve. Absolutely, we'll talk about that. I said it a couple times. I think I said it very quickly on. Oh, I missed. Oh, that sucks. This idea that essentially. It is very clear the allegations are never going to be defeated that that shit was rigged. That something came up where they were like, yo, send Nico to the Lakers, help rebuild that franchise for us. It's big ratings, blah, blah, blah. We'll give you the #1 pick. There's no 1.8%, bro. 1.8% after the most dramatic, ridiculous, lopsided ass motherfucking trade maybe in sports ever. That there's and you had Dallas fans losing their fucking mind over it, as rightfully we should. You took away our generational talent, man. There is no world where that wasn't rigged. I'm sorry. That's just my belief. If they came out with some legit evidence to prove it, that's not what happened, I still don't even know if I would believe it. I'll be honest with you, because it was just too absurd. It was just too fucking absurd. Nice. Get Spider-Man's bitch ass. What the hell? That should have stopped it. That's bullshit. I was invincible. I'm fucking angry. I'm saying that based on the season. And They only focus on. Yeah, we talked about that. What were you doing over here? It's funny. Let's see. So is Gambit on there? Not yet. Gambit is already confirmed for the game, though. We don't know when he's coming. A lot of Trumper anti-DI trolls. I agree. That is also true. What else? Let me see what else was said. I don't really care. Oh, shit. There we go. Everybody get behind me.
Here they are now. We must reach the castle before it is too late.
Oh, God damn it.
The life force wants to heal you.
God damn it. Yep, they don't really care. Watch the games. Bucket's bringing in more for Dallas to WNBA. She's only played one game. She had a decent game. Only had 10 points to start off. Just give her some time to adjust. I think the other thing that we were kind of talking about that just sucks, but it's just how it is because the WNBA is a summer league, is the idea that like they just finished, and with her going to the and winning the championship, that means that she had very little recovery time between the final championship game and then actually the draft and like going into it. So because of that, it's just gonna take a little time. She's probably gonna be not as well rested, like all sorts of stuff. So we will see with Paige. Oh shit. Nice. Get Hawkeye's ass. Get Hawkeye's ass. Oh, he's trying to kill me. God damn, they got my ass. Are you going to talk about this with the rope? I'm assuming we'll talk about it on Spill the Tequila, if we're being honest. I think it's funny that fans in the NBA are complaining about constant 3 attempts are ruining the game. All those fans say they're more excited, that say that the threes are making the W more exciting. I mean, yeah, that's not lost on me, that whole kind of stance. Oh, my God. Yeah, we lost. Fuck. What's the name of boy? Mag, you play in comp. Congrats on the film gig, too, by the way. Thank you so much, Wicked Art. Yeah, no, I love me some Mags. I was doing Iron Man, but the Hulk changed when we switched roles, when we switched from defense to offense. So I was just like, all right, we need a little bit of cover, which helped. I certainly did a lot better with Mags this particular go around and whatnot. What were my missions right now? So Gambit is going to release with Peach Momo skin. Probably. Is Eric the Red really Magneto? That's funny. They might do a skin of that just because I don't think Eric the Red is popular enough. Roxy gonna end you on sight. That's hilarious, Kingsport Cal. No, she won't. I'm not. She got a title out of me. She's allowed. She can take the little bit of abuse that I give towards the Celtics, and I specifically said she's one of the good Celtic fans that I fucks with because she doesn't make it like insufferable to be like. Boston sports fans have a tendency to be insufferable, and there's a lot of racism that comes with it, and there's a lot of just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like they might as well, and honestly, might as well be called the Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch. It might as well be called the Boston Fever, bruh. Like, honestly, the way this shit is going. But beside the point. I'm kind of disappointed if Nightcrawler, Juggernaut, and Cyclops don't make it into the game. Cyclops is already confirmed. Juggernaut, we'll see, because like he would just have so many similar skill sets to other people. You would need like the characters that are going to keep coming have to be people that are their characters are different enough to make a unique kind of play style. But Cyclops is confirmed. I believe Nightcrawler is also confirmed, so you don't have to worry about that. But I don't think Jugs is probably going to make it if I had to guess. I do think that we will eventually. I've heard that we are getting a Colossus. I heard we're getting a Professor X. We're getting a Captain Marvel. A lot of really cool characters. I kind of hope, I don't know how they would do it with Ant-Man, because you like the idea of changing his hitbox too much. Maybe it's a scenario where like he can like grow to Giant Man for a little bit. I don't know if maybe that's his ult, or if his ult is similar to like Squirrel Girl, and you have a
Enemy tagged.
Careful. Cephalopod. I'll patch you up.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. We captured the mission area.
Wild creatures breeding from the realm below.
Ancient secrets revealed. Us against the world.
Wait, if they're invisible, does that not hit them? That's whack. Do you know I can see you?
Well, at least the grossest part of the battle is over.
Probably talking about them squids.
Failure.
Someone was asking about Expedition 33. I had just, but someone mentioned that in Capes and Cows. I have not started it yet. I would like to. I gotta hold off for the time being, because I need to, just based off of, oh my god, just based off of where work is right now, I need to make sure that like I've handled all my bills first. But I would like to start the game pretty soon. I mean, look, if we do more in any sort of like subs and donations and shit today, then hell, we could start that sooner than later. But for the time being, it'll probably be at least a couple of weeks, probably, because I am going to see. I couldn't afford Hendrick Hill here in LA. It's sold out very quickly, and then after that, he added another show, but the tickets in LA are just so much more expensive. So we're actually going to see him in Vegas, which will be awesome. Oh shit! Ah! And I'm very excited about that. So I also need to not spend money because I'm going to Vegas. So there's that. What else everybody's saying? It was Eric the Red in the Trial of Gambit story. Was he really? Interesting. The Lakers be better if LeBron retires. Yes and no.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
I mean, uh-oh.
Us against the world.
Chaos. Pop. Oh, I didn't get anybody? Damn. That's whack. Damn, we fucking them up, boy. 12-1, what you know about me? Do I need to start playing Scarlet again? Shit. I think to a certain extent, yes. In the same way that Kobe needed to go away, RIP, but Kobe needed to retire for the Lakers to really get to that next level. You'd kind of hit like they had hit kind of like a wall there. I think there is something to be said about that. And it would also free up some money, so you can go put bigger, better pieces around Luka. But I think it's better for them to do one more year here, let LeBron really have an offseason with Luka to help him learn some of his workout habits, some of his stuff. And I think that can truly take his game, which is already at an insane level, to the even next level. You know what I mean? But yeah. I want Thanos and his ult to be the snap that kills 6 random players from both sides. Now, that's actually funny. I would fuck with that. That would be super dope.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The X-Men find out Gambit led the Marauders during the Moronic Massacre. The X-Men abandoned Gambit on an arc and die. I do remember that. That's a long ass time ago. That is a long ass time ago.
I feel like I'm being watched.
As we are.
Something doesn't feel right here. Sorcerer Supreme! Well, who's next? The mission area is yours to capture now.
You don't want these problems.
One down.
You don't want these problems, Logan.
Get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Enemy tag. All of them. I feel like I'm being watched.
Oh. Uh-oh. Delta fans called Kyrie the N-word during the finals. Yep, I remember that.
Reborn from the chaos.
I do remember that, and that's what I'm saying about the C's, man. I need to watch that Celtics documentary. I heard it's very good. But I heard it kind of talked about essentially that.
More than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Dead. Shut him up, dead. Shut him up, dead.
Your fate is
You
sealed.
tried it, Moon Knight. I'll waste an ult just to kill you and clear the team out. After this, y'all, I'm going to need to go take a very quick break. I will be back.
We can set up our defense here.
This is real firepower.
Double kill.
You get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
Got him. Oh, this was ass whooping. Yeah, I maybe need to play Scarlet more often if the Doctor Strange is around. All right, y'all. I will be right back. I'm going to take a quick break, all right? Hang out.
Smooth and wings will be great. So what we call that swag? Shit smooth and wings will be great. So what we call that swag? Say smooth and wings will be great. So what we call that? Yeah. Say what we call that? Yeah. Say what we call that? Yeah. Smooth and wings will be great. So what we call that? Say smooth and winning and greatness. So what we call that? Say smooth and wings will be great. So what we call that? Say smooth and wings will be great. Say smooth and wings will be great. Yeah, we know you ain't bout it. Yeah, you know we stay tight. Got no time for your challenge. Sipping sauce out the chalice. Don't care about y'all ballads. Put our name in the rafters. All the mothers can't manage. Somebody go and call us at the tissue. You can't go tap for tap. We on Winston. Yeah, you know we don't play. Y'all keep throwing y'all shade. Navigating your lane. You best get it all way. I change you dance to your grave. Whole team been on the wave. Best believe we'll stay great. You can't stop us cause you know we got sway. Small and wins to be great. What we call that? Just small and wins to be great. Say what we call that? Small and wins to be great. What we call that? Swag. Smooth and wings will be great. So what we call that swag? Shit smooth and wings will be great. So what we call that swag? Say smooth and wings will be great. So So what we call that? Yeah. Say what we call that? Yeah. Say what we call that? Yeah. Smoke and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say smoke and winning and greatness. So what we call that? Say smoke and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say smoke and wins and we great. Say smoke and wins and we great. Yeah, we know you ain't bout it. Yeah, you know we stay tight. Got no time for your challenge. Sipping sauce out the chalice. Don't care about y'all ballads. Put our name in the rafters. All the mothers can't manage. Somebody go and cover set the tissue. You can't go tap for tap. We on Winston. Yeah, you know we don't play. Y'all keep throwing y'all shade. Navigating your lane. You best get it all way. I change you dance to your grave. Whole team been on the wave. Best believe we'll stay great. You can't stop us cause you know we got sway. Small and wins and we great. What we call that? Just small and wins and we great. Say what we call that? Small and wins and we great. What we call that? Swag. Smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Shit smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Yeah. Say what we call that? Yeah. Say what we call that? Yeah. Smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say smooth and winning and greatness. So what we call that? Say smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say smooth and wins and we great. Say smooth and wins and we great. Yeah, we know you ain't bout it. Yeah, you know we stay tight. Got no time for your challenge. Sipping sauce out the chalice. Don't care about y'all ballads. Put our name in the rafters. All the mothers can't manage. Somebody go and cover set the tissue. You can't go tap for tap. We on Winston. Yeah, you know we don't play. Y'all keep throwing y'all shade. Navigating your lane. You best get it all way. I change you dance to your grave. Whole team been on the wave. Best believe we'll stay great. You can't stop us cause you know we got sway. Small and wins and we great. What we call that? Just small and wins and we great. Say what we call that? Small and wins and we great. What we call that? Swag. Smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Shit smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Yeah. Say what we call that? Yeah. Say what we call that? Yeah. Smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say smooth and winning and greatness. So what we call that? Say smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say smooth and wins and we great. Say smooth and wins and we great. Yeah, we know you ain't bout it. Yeah, you know we stay tight. Got no time for your challenge. Sipping sauce out the chalice. Don't care about y'all ballads. Put our name in the rafters. All the mothers can't manage. Somebody go and cover set the tissue. You can't go tap for tap. We on Winston. Yeah, you know we don't play. Y'all keep throwing y'all shade. Navigating your lane. You best get it all way. I change you dance to your grave. Whole team been on the wave. Best believe we'll stay great. You can't stop us cause you know we got sway. Small and wins and we great. What we call that? Just small and wins and we great. Say what we call that? Small and wins and we great. What we call that? Swag. Smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Shit smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Yeah. Say what we call that? Yeah. Say what we call that? Yeah. Smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say smooth and winning and greatness. So what we call that? Say smooth and wins and we great. So what we call that? Say Chase more than wins with great. Chase more than wins with great. Yeah, we know you ain't bout it. Yeah, you know we stay tight. Ain't got no time for your challenge. Sipping sauce out the chalice. Don't care about y'all ballots. Put our name in the rafters. All the mothers can't manage. Somebody go and call us statistician. You can't go tap for tap. We on Winston. Yeah, you know we don't play. Y'all keep throwing y'all shade. Navigating your lane. You best get it all way. I change you dance to your grave. Hold you been on the wave. Best believe we'll stay great. You can't stop us cause you know we got sway. It's more than wins of a great. What we call that? Just more than wins of a great. Say what we call that? Just more than wins of a great. What we call that? Swag. Smooth and wins will be great. So what we call that swag. Shit smooth and wins will be great. So what we call that swag. Say smooth and wins will be great. So what we call that? Yeah.
That what we call that? Oh shit! I got MVP. I didn't even see that. Let's take a look real quick. Could shrink to dodge and go big for the ult. That's what I'm thinking. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, if this was an ass whooping right here. Yup. Clear him out. Clear him out. Clear him out. Clear him out.
I hope you can forgive me. No, I disappear.
Nice. Let's go. All right. I did hear about the plantation on fire in Louisiana. That was hilarious. Ticketmaster allowing a firm pay later options is devious. Well, I got my Kendrick tickets. I mean, it is, but fuck, man. Good Lord. Like I said, that's why I'm going to Vegas, because it was just cheaper. I think our tickets were only like $100 in Vegas, so then we just need to get out there. Gotta be sick. Showing Cassie photos on TMZ and drugs and pink cocaine. Jesus. I see LeBron as a goat over Kobe when he didn't stay in Cleveland during bad times. He went to the other shooters to get a ring. Not a king move to me. Joseph, I can understand that, but I think that's the whole thing. Let's not pretend like Kobe didn't start off his career. I know there was beef with Shaq, but you started off with the most dominant person in the game at the time. Like, that's how he started. Kobe is nasty, obviously, but you started out with another superstar and then got a three-peat with also a Phil Jackson of a coach. You didn't have a coach like that in Cleveland. You didn't have essentially, Kobe was 1B, if we're being honest, to Shaq's 1A. LeBron had to start out of the gate and make shit happen. Even Kyrie couldn't stay there and do that by himself. You know what I'm saying? So, like, LeBron needed help, and that's fair. He was allowed to go. The way he described it, since he didn't go to college, is he essentially used that time to go, learn how to win. And learned that under Spoelstra, and learned that under Pat Riley, and with Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh being there and everything else. So I don't ever fault him for that. He just had a different scenario. On top of the fact that, look, I'm not even trying to attack Cleveland like I normally do there, Matt, but you just need to be honest about what that organization is. A lot of Cleveland sports organizations just seem to be a little bit of a dumpster fire. And the Cavs are better now, but they made a lot of bad decisions at the time and who they're hiring for personnel and how things were happening. And it really wasn't until LeBron came back that things seemed to finally get on the right clip. So I think that was smart for him to go and do that, versus the Lakers are the fucking Lakers. There's a legacy, and the Buss family's had it forever, so they did a lot of... Now they are, Matt. Now they're considered the best run organization, and I said that. But... Oh, you don't mean in the league. You mean in Cleveland. Yes, and that's the whole thing. Until LeBron came back, they were just a mess. But now they really have seemed to gotten their shit together, and so it's just a different kind of beast here. But the Lakers are the Lakers. I think that by Kobe going there, because Kobe technically was drafted by the Hornets and then traded. It was like the whole draft and trade type scenario. It could have just gone very different. You know what I mean? It could have gone very, very different. More about fans. Honey's willingness to pay. Say that again, Matt. I wouldn't go that far as more about fan honey's willingness to pay. I don't think I understand what you're saying here. If you can enlighten me.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help.
Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. Okay. Go Iron Man instead.
To be Iron Man, but it worked out for everybody.
That's fine. That is fine. Iron Man. But yeah, okay. So, all right, we'll play a few more games, man. Let's see. What was some of the other stuff we were going to talk about? We were going to talk about... we talked about Caitlyn and Angel.
As smart as me, you'd be arrogant
We were
too.
going to talk. We talked about the NBA playoff. Oh. So here's the last thing that I really wanted to chat, which was kind of wild to me. There was a trend going on TikTok where some random black lady was like saying that gingers are black, which I'll be honest led to some very funny content. And there's a certain level, like I saw some gingers essentially being, excuse me, ginjas. I'm not supposed to use the hard R. Like saying some kind of like heartfelt stuff about like, hey, look, like we've spent so much of our life being made fun of and whatnot, and there was this was like the first time in a long time that they felt like a really strong sense of community, more so with us than anybody ever, like they felt like they ever had with any of the white communities that they're a part of and whatnot, which I found very interesting. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but and people could have been like playing it up, but they also could have very much been, you know, pretty serious about it, because we all have heard the ridiculous like phrases and jokes about like, oh, you know, they slap him around like a redheaded stepchild, blah blah blah, like all that kind of crazy shit. So there's a certain level of it where I could see, you know, gingers have been treated very poorly. But there was also somebody that made a very solid point, and let's be real about it. Gingers got insanely angry, if they're supposedly a part of the black community, got insanely angry and dismissive and kind of racist about when Halle Bailey was Ariel. We're not going to sit here and pretend like that didn't happen, because it did. Y'all all trying to beat me up? Some old bullshit, bro. By myself. So like it was a funny thing to kind of look at of like, yeah, I hear you, but also at the same time, let's not sit here and just pretend like there hasn't been some bullshit. And so like most things, I think, you know, it was a harmless joke. It was a, you know, as the internet is prone to do, have some funny shit to talk about. God damn. This is awful, man. Fuck. I haven't played Reed in a while. Maybe I need to do some Mr. Fantastic at some point.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Ready to wait.
This is real firepower!
Maximum pulse.
Oh, that was a bad shot.
Better stop that vehicle.
All systems smash. Spawns away.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Wait! Stop them!
God damn, I'm getting my ass whooped.
Judge,
not good.
jury, executioner!
Iron Man operational again.
I'm getting my ass whooped.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Full gamma power, baby.
You're not going anywhere.
Rockets.
on the back line. What the fuck?
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
God damn it. I wouldn't go that far. Oh, Dan Gilbert's. It's far more about Dan Gilbert's ability, the willingness to pay. I agree with you. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I just think that they weren't until LeBron left and came back.
All systems smash. Bombs away.
Us against the world. It's now or never. Stop them.
Maximum pulse.
You've got to be kidding me, bro. At release? Are you fucking serious?
Maximum pulse.
That's fucking infuriating. Oh, man, I got to switch off Iron Man after this. This is just fucking embarrassing.
Ready to radiate. Bombs away.
Don't give them another inch. Or else.
I don't think I'm welcoming committee.
Stop that vehicle.
Somebody's bringing my stuff.
That's fucking dumb. That is so dumb. Oh, god damn it.
Score is
Ugh.
0, 2, 3. Time to switch things up, including
So
which side you're
stupid.
on.
I never wanted to be Iron Man, but it worked out for everybody.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Be wary. No timeline exists where Magneto.
Round 2, go!
Hulk is 0-6. Jesus Christ.
For all mutants. At last, I have made it a reality.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Have you made your decision yet, Namor? Do you stand with Krakoa?
Such an allegiance between land and sea must be carefully considered.
You are still a mutant, no matter where you dwell. Would you deny your own people?
Careful.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Damn. I would love to see a Magneto Namor fight.
They look like they mean business.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Stop Loki killing free!
Anyone willing to help?
Now Punisher is turned again! Insignificant gnats! Ah, much better! Behind you! Exactly what I hoped to find. Nature itself bends my
Double
will.
KO.
Stop Loki killing free! I feel like myself again. There's gonna be a fight. Your attacks are futile.
Damn it. I did not activate that fast enough. I deserve to die for that. Son of a bitch.
Mutants always rise again.
Vengeance is served.
Ah, much better.
Right in your face. What the fuck? Damn it.
Let's see if those goats are ready to go.
Behold the god of judge, jury, executioner!
Only 60 seconds left. Get that vehicle moving again. Down to 30 seconds.
God damn it.
The final 10 seconds. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
God damn it. So fucking stupid.
Final score 0-2-3.
All right, y'all. I need to take care of a little bit of business. I got an email while we were playing there. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to be gone for now. Oh, look at that. You know, except for the 14 days of the date listed. Oh. Okay. So I got to take care of some stuff, so I'm going to take off. I might be back later tonight. What you will be getting tomorrow is Spill the Tequila with Roca, and then you will also get a blurred breakdown, though that will most likely be pre-recorded. Now, that doesn't mean that I won't still, that I won't still go live, but I just wanted you to know that that will be a pre-recorded show, and I will cover the Diddy stuff for real, all that kind of stuff on there. So check all of that out. So thank you so much to everybody that hung out with me for a little bit, got to know some of the stuff. I will get back to you when on the next one. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So with that, y'all have a good rest of your Monday. I'll talk to you soon, man. Peace.